93.7 KLBJ, live from Aces Lounge on 6th Street for South by Southwest with Nigel and Beto.
Sipping on a nice, cold $3 Miller Lite long neck here. Thank you to Miller Lite for all the beers and stuff. And also, don't forget about the $5 Jameson drinks. And big thanks especially to Best Buy, the musical instrument store inside the Best Buy. We're giving away a guitar here this Saturday. More details on that at klbjfm.com. Nigel Beto sitting here with my man Alex Jones. Sir, and I was just talking to you off the air about how, you know, there's people like Beto, very smart.
Lord Beto.
There's people like you, and then there's people like me that are on the fence, and I feel like I'm not even smart enough to have a conversation with you
have
sometimes.
Done well, Lord Beto. No, listen.
Like because I believe everything you say makes sense, but then if you start to believe that, boy, there's this other thing over here. If you
cards.
Yeah, totally.
Well, here's the deal. I am not that smart of a person. That's what I was trying to say earlier. You guys are just as smart as me, or probably more intelligent. If you study history. That's why when I was a teenager, I started reading history books because they were more entertaining than Pulp Fiction. You know, not that I was some bookworm. It's always subterfuge and power behind the throne, and it's always elites that are doing different things. And so it's your interpretation of what I say that's open for debate. The facts we're presenting are on the record. That's why we're so effective. But I understand this information is scary. I don't blame people for not wanting to believe it. I don't have all the answers. I'm never perfect. I'm just asking people to look at the claims we're making and then make their own decision.
Investigate yourself.
Exactly.
Do the research on your own. Listen, and then do it on your own. And I got to tell you that my parents just called me and said, turn off The Rock. Get Alex Jones back on the radio. My mom and dad. And I got to say, my dad, he's retired, a great American, worked for he's a scientist, corporation his entire life. And the other day, I haven't seen him this upset in a long time. Can you talk about the MIAC and a fusion center and what's going on in Missouri right now? Because people need to know whether they're for a certain party or not, that this is happening in America. Can you talk about that?
Sure. I mean, it's seamless integration between Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama. It's seamless. You know, they put on this act that something's changed, but the National Security Council publicly has told Congress we're under martial law. And I've interviewed congressmen and senators who say this.
Which you can see.
Exactly. It's actually in the Obama section, but it's not covered in mainstream news. And what's happening is all over the country, they've created fusion centers.
Over 70, I read, on the Homeland Security website.
Exactly.
You can go to that and read about it yourself.
So it's open to interpretation, but take from what you will. They have set up 70-plus fusion centers where they put regular Army in with the local police, and they give them these classified documents saying Ron Paul supporters are terrorists. People that say they don't want a North American Union are terrorists.
If you carry a Union Jack, if you have a constant pocket constitution, if you watch Zeitgeist or America Freedom to Fascism, you are a terrorist. That's what it says in the document.
They attack our films. They say that we want to kill cops when there's no evidence of that. Ron Paul got more military contributions than
everyone else combined.
Than any other candidate, but they're saying Ron Paul supporters are terrorists. So I get sent by a California highway patrolman, their federal version of the Fusion Center. Then I get sent to Missouri, and I post to Missouri. It got all the attention. Since mainstream news has covered it, I posted it last Tuesday, so about 8-9 days ago.
You can read the actual document at Infowars.com.
Exactly, but it's got phone numbers to them, and people couldn't believe it when it was calling people that say they defend the Constitution and gun owners are terrorists and they want to kill police. This is brainwashing police that good Americans are bad because foreign corrupt bankers have hijacked the country. Of course, the true criminals, the real terrorists, they're going to then say the threat to them are the criminals and the terrorists and try to scare cops. But I was sent this by police, and I've been sent other training manuals and secret intelligence reports before that the feds are feeding police. But the point is, I called the state police last Wednesday. I interviewed them. I got their names. I put it on air. Some people still didn't believe it was real. Then I had Representative Jim Guest, who's a committee chairman in Missouri, on. He's talked to the head of the state police. They're out of session this week. He's meeting with them next week. It's real. We've aired interviews with the state police commander, the captain. It's real. And they're saying that anybody that is against the New World Order.
They mentioned New World Order, NAFTA Superhighway.
And now they're not denying it. They're saying, they say, yes, we built FEMA camps, and yes, they're putting troops on the streets, And the conspiracy theorists had said this before, so now they're really upset that it's actually happening. And they said, these people are terrorists. So they've gone from saying none of this exists to now we're terrorists if we're against it. So the point is that people are upset about this because they're learning.
Yeah, I'm telling you, my dad was like, who should I call about this, Beto? And I was like, you call your state rep, Dad.
Well,
Tell
you can
him not
call
to allow
this.
the
Listen, we
Fusion Center
posted the
allowed.
secret document. It has the number to the state police. You can call them. They admit it. Listen, in 1997, 98, 99, I went to urban warfare drills in Hebron, Maryland, Oakland, California, Swansboro, North Carolina, and the Marines would be doing role-playing with people screaming, I'm an American, please don't take my guns, don't put me in a camp. They would do mock interrogations, mock executions in front of us. No other media was there. The Marines thought it was okay.
And that's some in your documentaries, too. Rise of the Police State.
And people would think I had an aircraft carrier, the Coronado, landing. They thought I hired it. They thought I hired thousands of Marines because they couldn't believe I had video of Marines saying we're going to put Americans in camps and training for gun confiscation. Now it's all admitted. The point is, Americans, when I made Police State 2000, couldn't believe that those were real Marines, even though, I talked to Rick Linklater, my friend, the director. He saw the film, was a big fan, put me in a few films when he saw it. But he said, Alex, I'm a director. This would take hundreds of millions of dollars to make. The point is, people were in such denial, they thought I had aircraft carriers landing and tanks rolling around in Northern California and Central California. I didn't do, folks, I can barely pay my bills. The point is, I didn't make any of this stuff up. I didn't hire troops and aircraft carriers and Cobra gunships.
And they can
this
see
is
they
real.
can see all of this in
It's all
your
free.
documentaries.
It's all free on the web.
Infowars.com. Right now at the South by Southwest Film Festival, New World Order. Plug that one more time, and your new movie that we'll have autographed copies of.
The main release in 2009 by the IFC is a film called New World Order. I didn't produce it. I didn't make it. It's about me. That's great. It's been critically acclaimed by Wired Magazine and others, which is surprising. The worm is turning. People are waking up. My film is The Obama Deception, the most viral film, and I'm the king of viral video. Pioneered it and confronted.
Google it. Find out for yourself.
It is numero uno everywhere. It is number one everywhere on the web.
And where can
free.
people hear you and find you? Because we're out of here, man.
Infowars.com. PrisonPlanet.com, and Beto and Nigel. I want to invite you guys on. I'm on from 11 to 3 Central. Anybody can listen to Infowars.com. I want to invite you guys next week for a couple hours in the studio to debate this, to discuss this. I'll have you on my show. It's been great being here.
Yeah.
And great talking to Austin, Texas.
Alex,
Obama!
Oh, man. Broadcasting live from
All right, baby!
This is the Rock of Austin, 93.7 KLBJ.
Live from Ace's Lounge on 6th Street for South by Southwest 93.7 KLBJ.